Hello, party people. My name is JJ Party, and I don't know why I put those in my ears, but sorry for all the videos lately that have not been at least a little bit like this or acknowledging audiences. That is because I was at my band camp and I could not acknowledge any audiences at all, or I would get weird looks from down the hall. I actually tried one time to say, "Hello, party people," and then people were like, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "Never mind." And I turned the camera off and put it in my pocket. And it's really, it's really not the best place to be filming videos at. And if I get enough people asking me to delete those videos, I will. But for right now, for what it's worth, they're kind of helping me because now instead of just having like 140 um views, if I can actually look at my channel, that would be great. But I've been gone for so long, I don't even know what to do anymore. Anyways, my channel. Laser corn what? I now instead of having 140 views, I have 157 views. So those videos are just really helpful to me, and yes, I'm gonna get into what's been happening lately as time goes on, because my dad is currently not home. No one else but me is home right now, and I know I said summer's gonna be when productivity is highest, but right now my dad's driving my sister to Canopy. If some of you live in the Haverhill or Massachusetts and New Hampshire areas, then you may know Canopy Lake Park. You may not, but my sister works there, and yeah, she's in the water park. It's not a very big water park. They only have like 5 slides, and then like 2 sets of 2 slides. When I was younger, I was told that those were racing slides, and I was like, I want to go on them all the time. And then I learned the truth, and my sister was like, "Yeah, true fun slides are up there." So I went up to the very top one time. Somehow my sister got me up there, and I actually almost got too scared, but I did go down those slides. But that's enough of many JJ stories. But encoding. What? No, fuck you. Sorry, my computer's being an asshole right now. I need to make sure that all videos are doing pretty good. Actually, I haven't looked at any videos lately. Oh, that means it's... I don't even know how to work my own computer. Actually, very well, I do, but something else. It was saying that the encoder isn't doing good, but it's still recording. So the encoder is fine. There's not a problem with it, obviously. But, yeah. So that's enough of trailing off. What's been happening recently? Well, I got back from Maine a couple weeks ago. Obviously, because otherwise those videos wouldn't exist. The week I got back, I actually started band camp. And actually, the day I got back, my friend Brandon got locked out of his house by his brother, So he knocked on the door. His brother looked in the doorway. His brother opened it a little bit, said something, and he shut it on it, and then shut it on him again. And of course, then all of a sudden, he comes over and says to us, "Nick, lock me out." And I say, "Okay, go back over. I'll call him." So he goes over, and Nick's of course still on the door, keeping Brandon out. And then I call Nick, and Brandon opens the door and goes in, and then Nick comes out, and he's like looking for my parents' car. Shut up, no one cares right now. Sorry, same thing happened. Anyways, he's looking around for my mom or dad's car, and then he goes back in, shuts the door, and then we drive straight down the street. And yes, I have a lot of stories over the past 3 weeks that are doing pretty good. Anyways, so after that, then my dad's uncle and my dad's aunt, who we dropped Brandon off with, drove us back to my house, and they had to go get ready to go to dinner with my family and my aunt and uncle. Not the same one that lives in Watertown. These ones live in Georgia. I'll get to the ones that live in Watertown later. To the one that lives in Watertown later. Actually, this just happened. What happened in Watertown just happened yesterday, so it's gonna be a pretty long way to get to there. Anyways, so I'm trying to remember. Anyways, what happened next? I can't remember. Oh yeah, then I go get ready, and I start playing music in my room, and I'm starting to unpack from vacation, and then all of a sudden we have to leave, and I get very sad because I wanted to finish unpacking, and then I had to continue on with life before fully unpacking. Anyways, so we get to the restaurant, and what happens is very, 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 very weird, because the only one who recognizes my aunt is my mom, and of course, my aunt being as young as she is, she's younger than my dad, and my dad is 53. Or no. 50 or 51. Anyways, my dad is older than she is. And she still looks... her skin is so wrinkly, and it's just... ugh. Yeah, no. So, of course, then I mention everything that happens, like, everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun. And then we just go along with life. And what we do next is we actually go into the restaurant, so it's really not that much of a here's what happens after that. Anyways, so we sit down and we start talking about, like, everything that's happening, and of course, I learned that one of my cousins is a drug addict now. I didn't want that to happen. Anyways, so after we learn that one of my cousins is a drug addict, then we, of course, get the bread, and the bread is given to us with the butter, and it's all delicious. very delicious. Good thing to eat at all. And then I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry, this happened 3 weeks ago. Anyways, so what happened next? Oh yeah. Anyways, so we finish eating, and then, of course, me, my family, and my dad's aunt and my dad's uncle decide, hey, let's go out for ice cream. Yay. And then, of course, my uncle and aunt are like, we don't want to go there. And, of course, they just, the entire time that we were getting ice cream, they were probably just sitting in their room drinking beer. Because they live in Georgia, which is very far away. Farther than Washington, D.C. Okay, yeah, no, not yet, not yet at least. That's not a good idea yet. I have to fix my glasses, sorry. Anyways, what happened next? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember a lot. It should be operating at 60 FPS, not like 52. Why are you operating so? I need to get rid of some shit on my computer. I was dumb. You know what? No, I'll wait for Joy of Creation. I'll save with Joy of Creation. By the way, I might do a Joy of Creation video. I'm not sure if that's a good idea because it's a pretty fucking scary game. Anyways. So what happens next? Oh yeah, so we get ice cream, and then of course I'm almost done with mine, and then everyone eats theirs in an instant, and I'm like, okay, just keep eating, I'm good. And then of course I finish, and and then I ask if everyone's done, and yes, my mom told me to ask if everyone was done before I threw out everything. So then I threw everything out. Well, just me and my dad's uncle's ice cream bowl thingies. So I throw those out, and then we all go back. My dad's aunt and my dad's uncle go back to their hotel, and then and then me and my mom, my dad, and my sister, we come back here and we go to sleep. That's just one day. One day, need I remind you. The next day, we have my grandmother's memorial service. Not the one that died in January, the other one, which is why my aunt and uncle from Georgia were up. So, of course, we do that, and then everything's done. I come back here, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to go home. So I, of course, come here. I forget what I needed to do at the time. But at the time, I was still playing Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. So I was still very addicted to those. And I was also very, very addicted. Wait, no, that was last week. Never mind. I don't care about you things right now. I'm telling a story. Anyways, so that happens. I'm pretty So, yeah, I get very addicted to those games, and oh my fucking god, never mind. Anyways, so I get back home, and I head straight for my computer, playing games. And then, of course, I have this game Blood and Bacon on my computer, and I, of course, say, well, if I have it, why don't I play it? So I played it like last week. It wasn't very fun. It was just, hey, each day you need to go out and kill a bunch of pigs. That's it. You don't go adventuring. You just stay in a barn and you fight pigs. That's Blood and Bacon. That's boring. So of course, but that was like last week. So of course, I get back home and I play games, and then Sunday, I don't remember what happened on Sunday. But I can't, but I do remember what happened the rest of the week. So on Monday, I go to the band camp that I'm doing. And then someone walks up to me and says, hey, you're with us. And I'm like, I'd rather check, just to make sure. So of course, I check with the adult running the program, and he says, yeah, you're with them. And I say, okay. Next thing you know, me and the guy who said, hey, you're with us, we're good friends. Just in like a day. So of course, me and him go to lunch after we work on a song called Tank. And I'm still like very closed in, not talking to everyone. Talking to like only people I know, staying near the people that I know, not going up to new people and saying, hey, you're doing this wrong, when very clearly I know what they're doing wrong. They figured it out on their own, and I just said, okay, I noticed that before you did, but it's the way my brain works. Anyways, so next thing you know, I'm talking with this guy. His name's Manny. And he has a YouTube channel, and I will probably put it in the link. I will probably put a link to it in the description below. But there are other people. Yeah. James plays Baker Street on his guitar. Why? Why did you re-upload Ryan Runs in the 90s? No, Manny. I'm gonna use that exact same thing for banner art. I'm the universal hero, true gal. You're a fucking idiot, Manny. Anyways, so yeah, I'll put a link to his channel down below. And if you have noticed, I'm not on 3 subscribers anymore. I have 2 now. Not that much more, but hey, anything that gets me off of 3 and up a lot in a little bit of time, I'm just happy about. But that's the way YouTube works. You don't just automatically you don't just grow at the speed of light. You have to wait. It's patience. You have to patience. Shut up. Just shut up. Not right now. Okay, just shut up. Anyways, so the week goes on there. Nothing gets broken, except like one thing, but that just fell off of something, and we really had nothing to do with that. Anyways, the next week, I get addicted to this game called Monster Super League. Actually, no, that was the week that I got addicted to Monster Super League. And then the week after that, I got rid of Monster Super League. Because I was like, hey, I'm addicted. Hey, this is boring. Hey, I'm getting rid of it. And yes, I'm addicted to a different game now. Pokemon Go. Hey. And before any of you ask, no, I don't watch any TV at all. Just strictly YouTube and games is what I'm on. So, yeah. I also can't live without working. Anyways, so then the next week, which is last week, a guy who I'm very familiar with, Jackson, has shown up to the band camp, and of course this is the week that the Joy of Creation story mode fully comes out, and of course everyone is up in rage about that, and then last week, for some reason, Jackson was just starting to use the props in the chorus room, whack me in the arm, and it hurt, so I grabbed like a plastic shield off of a table. He wailed on it and he broke it. So, and I still haven't broken anything to this day. To this day, I have not broken anything in that room, which is more than some people say. But those some peoples are wrong. I'm right. Anyways, so I put it back, and of course it still wasn't me. So, and then that all happens, and we go and we do something else, and then we then of course we go to lunch, and of course now we have our own little table for breakfast and then for lunch. And there's this other guy who bothered me during the school year, Matt. Wow, I need a better camera. Anyways, Matt Stevens, and he's been bugging me all this week, and he got what he deserved. Anyways, so he starts bugging us, and of course, now's when I kind of start to lose my shit with him. And I say, get the fuck out. No one here needs you here, and no one here wants you here. We just want to finish lunch by ourselves with our friends. And then, of course, he walks away and he says, you can't tell me what to do. And I scream at him, you're doing exactly what I told you to. But that is all for this time. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.